that Poppy's going into the jungle. We're happy to try and chuck, a counter into that top lane to deal with the Fiora instead.
I mean, this is also, like, fine if they did want to do that, but they do exactly that, bringing out the cannon to match, having the range advantage up in top side. And I mean, just so many things that RNG are going to have to worry about, right? Quickness into a slicing Maelstrom, the Pop Blossom, tied for the most LPL titles with Clearlove. You know, he was the defining piece of that RNG roster, and we're going to see RNG not able to do anything. An opportunity to use his Herald, especially with Dragon coming up right now. Looks like they're going to lean towards spot.
Yeah, Invincible hasn't gone down just yet, and I was going to say, he's not dead just yet. Bree taking a lot of damage underneath that tower. If he got stunned, he would have been dead. They finally get themselves first blood, and RNG
can just keep stacking these Drakes. RNG going to be forced into a very early soul fight, which, like we pointed out, right, slicing Maelstrom, Pop Blossom, the quickness, NIP should have tools where they're favored.
The Keeper's Verdict gonna mean LP is all by his lonesome. Shotgun into the backside, and Photic picks up that kill. Really nicely done there from the side of NIP, but honestly...
Taking the next one spawns at 140. Like, you're gonna have to team fight soon. RNG are doing exactly what they need to be doing now, which is kind of playing away from NIP's main forces and trying to just really open up this map, make it wide, pull them apart. And then, if NIP show, you can start looking for picks.
You have now trying to go for the top side, but they've already called this. NIP are ready for it, but can they help out their top laner? Yes, they can. Oh, it's a beautiful read from NIP. Oh, it's like a good book. You don't want to put it down.
Exactly. To say, hey, Wave, Tanya, these guys should start be linking up, looking for picks on sides. NIP, of course, know that too. So NIP Maelstrom finds the initial stuns, then you chain that into the quickness and just nowhere to go.
So many best of fives, just even to have a chance of doing, kind of any semblance of well. But they're going to try and all in now, flash in with the charm onto Invincible, and it should just be an easy pick off there. Slight little bit of a mistake coming out here from the NIP top laner as LP gets hit up here. He's going to flash and cleanse, going to try and run away from this fight altogether. The flash in with the Pop Blossom pops him down. Lumao tries to get away, but a shotgun onto the backside means a Photic confirms that kill. And anything you do, we can do better. While this is all happening, the Fiora has to TP out because Soul just feels a little bit bad there. Invincible trying to keep himself away from the wall. They're going to all in on top of him right now and will burst him out easy as you like. But, I mean, it's going to be a turret. Yes, it's a lot of gold back in your favor. But, I mean, it shows you just how one-dimensional this composition has to be from RNG. They can't go for a 5v5, and they know it.
A lot of the heavy lifting that they do would be earlier on. And even if they didn't get earlier dragons, at least being able to prevent NIP from getting it. Like
exactly what NIP goes. Hey, look, they're terrified of us. They don't want to fight us. And after using all of the ultimates on top side, they, in that pick, they can't really go for this blade. Tanguin off to the side will have to look for something huge. But there's the slicing Maelstrom straight away. Lumao trying to use the Magnet Storm to try and keep himself alive. But a Keeper's Verdict, a Baron. And this is why NIP felt so comfortable going for this force, because they just knew you can't fight us. And there, LP just dies the crash down to your doom. Double kill for Invincible. The recalls are coming in. They should be able to stop the inhibitor from going down. They even stop the inhibitor turret as Angel is there. Greed will have to kind of sacrifice himself. He has to go for these kind of trades. They're just going
to finding these picks. Invincible.
Doesn't get hit by the first bit of CC. Doesn't get hit by the rest of it. Invincible does not have the slicing Maelstrom just yet. Does have it now, but doesn't want to waste it. I mean, look, you have to commit. You don't see on top of Invincible and hope and pray that you can get a death timer long enough that you can win the game. But with the Baron, that's the kicker. That's the thing that just completely negates everything that this composition wants to do, because your side lanes aren't able to deal with this pressure of the Baron up minions. Photic just pushing in, getting this turn. And Photic's just been slowly but surely becoming a monster. They jump onto Breed, who does flash away. I mean, yes, the side lane is available across the board except for Tanguin. Breathe is on the top side just dealing with this split push. Angel trying to make sure he doesn't get a tower or an inhibitor for free. There's the crash down, but it's not really going to go much else. They're going to go in right on top of LP. Tanguin has nothing left either, and both their carries are dead. You are gaining stuff on the top side, so you do have to make sure you get this Elder as quick as you possibly can. Wei is the target here as he tries to jump straight in onto Photic. He has a redemption to help him out. Flash over as Wei tries to flash away, but a Q does confirm it. Breathe is trying to 1v5 right now. He's just going to try and do as much as he can because he knows.
Should just be the win. They have supers in the base. Even going to bring Invincible's TP in. And as Sheen, we were saying, they've been beating RNG all year long, and they're going to keep it up.
They are going to keep it up. This is going to be NIP taking the advantage in this best of 5. They got themselves their win condition. They knew exactly how to play it, and they made sure RNG never had a look-in.
And I feel like it was just so crucial for them to get that Drake stacking started so early on. And it was so important for RNG to try to dissuade that, try to make sure that that wasn't... This comp definitely does 5v5 better than the last one, especially with how Breathe will be able to perform in the Mega Gnar and the ultimate that can come out from Way. But they'll still have that ability, kind of if some early skirmishing goes wrong, if they want to pivot into side lanes and maybe have Breathe pick up a hull breaker and go that route instead. So we'll see how it goes. But you hit it. Name of the game for NIP, Yashin. They have a lot of early aggression.
The Krogs and this Wave's in such a terrible spot as well for the RNG bot lane. There we go, level 3. Flash immediately by LP. Lumao tries to flash away, but he's been hit down, CC'd away, and they're going to donate that one over to the Photic Fund. That is NIP on the board, and I mean, this is look to do. Gets himself into the brush, gets spotted, but yeah, RNG, you can't contest this, even though you do have a level 6 on Tanguin. It's Jace, it doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't
backing themselves off right now. The Magnet Storm did not really do a lot. And these are low health bars. The AD carries are nowhere to be found. Here we go. Invincible does pop in to the Dominus. They're going to have to try and kill off someone. There's the Repel confirmed. Shadow going to try and confirm that for himself as well. Breathe hasn't got the Mega Gnar ultimate. He's going to jump in, but the crashdown is going to keep Shadow alive. As you can see, Angel flashing away. Zhou will go down as RNG get themselves on the board. Flash forward by Tanguin. He kept himself so well topped up that he knew we could go aggressive, and everyone else is moving forward. Yeah, I'm going to see that the dragon has been started. They know it's there. There's the Hess flash over the wall. They're going to see now the Nature's Grass used to fully disengage on top of this one here, but they're going to punt Lumao right back in on top of everybody else. He doesn't have a flash. He doesn't have a where to go, and he is going to be confirmed there. There's the Moonlight Vigil doing basically nothing. It tickles the Alistair, who still has plenty of HP to work with. Having that extra honey fruit to top up Shadow just makes it so easy. Now you're looking to try and re-engage this one here. Lack of ultimates. Good little snipe there onto Angel, but just not going to mean much in the grand scheme of things. NIP still keeping themselves going.
0.
That is the dream coming out here for RNG.
Was that condescending?
Down about half HP. Zhou will have himself a bit of a caught out, honestly, and he's getting taken so low. He's out of this fight. Now you need to go for this one completely all on your own. Your 4v5. Breathe is going to lose the Mega very shortly. He's not going to be able to hop in. You would imagine he's going to look for it now, but now he gets the flash or the jump back from Angel. Shadow is still in the back of the pit all by himself. Nobody goes down, but RNG just bully NIP out of the pit. They wanted that smoke, and they will be able to get the flash out away, which is going to confirm the tower. And this is the thing, when you have got so much damage front-loaded into someone like Kaisa, when you got that AP kind of...
Some more items under his belt. This is why NIP are willing to be so aggressive. His draw.
Yeah. Whoa. Let's see the flash back away from Lumao to get the Nature's Grass coming over the top of this one here. Zhou will not be surviving this one. Not going to have the Moonlight Vigil take him down. It will be the Ignite of Lumao who given, you know, this is good from RNG to make sure that NIP don't get too comfortable around these kind of, you know, skirmishing setups.
And it's NIP feeling themselves.
Poked down so aggressively. Oh my lord,
So
that was so close to getting confirmed. I feel like that could have been able to do it. They're going to try and jump onto Breathe here with the Magnet Storm. Zhou jumps in on top of him as well. The cleanse comes down as Breathe is just tanking up all of this damage. Lumao does get a hook in on the backside here to jump onto Angel. Angel gets the kill anyway, and now he jumps onto Way, who he knows doesn't have any way. It's a bit of a strange fight. It's separated on two. And, you know, this is a comp that can and will destroy a Baron if given a moment to it. Breathe does get the hop over. Angel is still on the backside. Yeah, Angel will be able to free hit onto this. Breathe went way too far forward there to try to make that one work. They're jumping onto Zhou. LP flashes in! LP with the hero play finds an isolated Tristana and does
manage to make it work. Not sure if we'll get a replay of that one because surprisingly, Sheen, we haven't really gotten all that many replays in this game.
No.
I don't know
really at all.
Whoa,
we're going to get a replay of this one here. Tanguin trying to see if he can trade back a kill right at the end. Lumao is the next target. He finally used that stopwatch that he had in his inventory for so long. Double kill for the Kaisa. And blink and you'll miss it. It's everything for NIP. Way will eventually try and keep himself alive here. He has the extra plans. He should be able to stay alive. That could be one mini-nar versus the entirety of a ninja platoon. They are in pajamas, but that does not make them any less fierce. That got close. That wasn't now. And I mean, this is NIP to keep pushing in. Get these towers down. Make it harder and harder for RNG to care anymore because it's just not powerful enough for Dragon to risk potentially leaving up an Elder. Oh my lord, it is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful from Shadow. 3 men are dead in an instant, and NIP, they're going to 2-0.
I know NIP just out of nowhere. Shadow so decisive with the engage. Now it's going to be so easy for them to run this down with the fact that they still have Baron for another 10 seconds. We'll see what Breathe can do.
Nothing. Breathe can do nothing right. Except watch
I wanted
his
to believe, Machine. I wanted to believe.
You did, and now Tanguin as well. Double kill given over to Photic. NIP looking clean, crisp, coherent, and most importantly, they're going 2-0 up in this series.
And who would have called it, right? Who would have called NIP going up over RNG? Sure, we are... Okay, NIP, come on, don't... Okay, I was going to say, if they troll this by trying to find more kills, I will honestly be so tilted. But I know, you know, here we are. We're casters. We're also a bit of sales pick.
I do not expect Invincible to pick up the Quinn here. It would be an exceptional curveball to throw in here, but the Poppy, I do expect to see. The thing is, when you go into the Cassante matchup, you want something that can either get away from him or get him away from you. Things like the Malphite with the ultimate, and of course the Keeper's Verdict here from the Poppy. Flash, no, all out. And if you can put down the Steadfast Presence, and oh, they now know that someone is on this top lane. Yeah, NIP, they're going to try and maybe go for it here. They're going to look to try and just burst him down before he can really do anything. There's the Magnet Storm. Do they have the damage, the crash down, the shielding? They don't really have the flash, the ignite. Lela does not quite get the kill confirmed, but now Shadow is in no man's land. And a good roam here from the mid lane of RNG secures the first blood here for RNG.
So what are you talking about?
No, Ivern is just a man. Ivern was just a man who was his lore is basically he was like cutting down things. And the Nature's Grasp as well. They really want to break open this turret. They should be able to confirm it here. Lila tries to move forward. Oh, he got greedy. He got greedy, and now he will be punished for it. He's getting a little bit of shielding. The burn is enough. And that is why you cannot be that lackadaisical, because you will be punished. Oh,
yeah, those small mistakes, all out.
You're going to try and leave him, and that's a fantastic play from Breed. He's taking matters into his own hands, but now the game's starting.
I know he'd be able to cover that amount of distance with CC to be able to buy time for the other members to be able to come through. But still, RNG, the support squad, not going to end up contesting the Drake, so RNG going to find themselves on a very early soul point. The position we've seen. And now NIP, it seems they're going to try to default to playing this kind of cross-map style, do have a foothold towards this top side for now. I think we're waiting for Joel to get involved before they can actually more confidently walk up and join the fray. And Photic doesn't have his ultimate, so that same 6 follow-up is
Angel lost. Yeah, I was going to say Angel got hit by the knockback, which means he did not get his jump away. Breed goes all out, but that's going to be a Chem's Honey Fruit to try and bring this one back in. LP has to flash out, drops down the Chain of Corruption. As you can see, Shadow flashing away. Photic gets jumped on. A Tanguin picks up a kill. It's the solo laners just bringing this one right back for RNG, as they will get themselves a 5-0 triple kill for Tanguin. And finally, RNG breathe life into this game.
And this is way in Breathe and that synergy from past splits. And again, we can see what Breathe has been able to do because, my God, like that initial threat.
A little rhythm, a little bit of rhyme to make something happen. I will say that they should be able to confirm this tower pretty much without contest. Top lane, you have got Angel just pushing in that to really kill off these tower or these cannon minions. Because Photic's on the Ziggs, he hasn't got that damage yet.
No, and I mean, at this point, I feel like it's going to be so hard for RNG's comp to play from behind. I don't feel like they have any damage. Really
and he might be in a little bit of trouble, but he should be able to walk away. There's going to be the Shirelia's battle song as he tries to get the remount going in. There's the Magnet Storm down, but he is dead. Breed keeps the rest of NIP from joining in on that particular rescue party. And look, I like
a solid, cheap way to get some deals. Yeah.
That's a good deal. They now know it's being taken, but the vision control is exceptional here from RNG. I don't think you're going to be able to try and steal this. There's the Mega Inferno Bomb, but it's just too little, too late, and now NIP are a little bit overextended. They're going to have to try and run away from this one here themselves. Flash in, not going to be able to get on top of them. There's a great Sonya's from LP. NIP threw it into one last-ditch effort. They needed something to go their way, and unfortunately for them, there was just too much available for RNG. RNG will get themselves onto the board, and we will not have a 3-0 today.
No, great bounce back coming out from them is, you know, Photic and Shadow are at least going to make it incredibly annoying. No. Yep, they're still just going to end. I'm going
to wait for you to look mid, yeah.
Like, I was looking mid, but I was also like, okay, how long can Photic be annoying? And can he, like, TP out and maybe find the wave clear? The answer is no.
No. The answer is no. And RNG will get themselves to a 1-game score. They are still looking at a match point in favor of NIP, but they've got themselves on the board. And if you needed a tactical substitution to go right, that was it. He didn't have to do anything exceptional. He just did his job. Something that has a little bit more all in. I mean, they're going all in right now. If they go with this Leona right now, it is going to be 5v5s galore between these two teams.
Yeah, it really is. And right, I feel like we have some different distinctions coming through, but I'm most curious to see just how this really works. Because I mean, you said it, she's been hit over and over and over again. 13-12, like you pick this into like ruler and missing, you're gonna get absolutely bodied, right? As a shadow.
Oh!
Finds the steal!
This crashes, so they're going to lose a little bit off that. But now, the 5v5. We talked about how both these teams wanted to go for it. They both wanted to try and make these fights happen. Lele goes in. They're going to drop down the ultimates on top of him, and First Blood goes over to the Ari. No one really kind of fully committing to this one off of the Paranoia. They will trade back, though, support for a support. Can they go for anything else? That is the question. Shadow taking a fair bit of chunk damage on top of him. Still plenty available for both of these sides, ultimates-wise. And now the Pop Blossom comes in, but he got charmed almost immediately, so Tanguin can't make it work. Now you got Photic just free hitting on the backside of this one here. Wade goes down. Shadow still alive. And Breed looking for an exit strategy. We will see Photic going into a little bit of a 1v1 with LP, but everyone else is being chased back down. They will get the kill onto Breed. So many low health bars. LP wants to make this one work. Shadow, you are messing with fire, my son.
You gotta
the
back
crash down.
up.
The flash. Oh, LP gets it. And Angel confirms the kill. NIP eventually get by.
I thought this was going to go a lot worse once the Leona came, and these NIP health bars are so fragile, but they somehow ended up making it work.
We're back. We're back. We got ourselves a couple of ultimates yet. No all out, no Paranoia. Paranoia a couple of seconds away. The Dragon 2,500 HP. NIP want to keep the momentum. They want to keep the tempo going for themselves. Tanguin goes in. Solar Flare doesn't really land. That smite was bad. Pop Blossom is good. And that should be Shadow going down. It's a trade, though. Not yet. He hasn't died. A great hook down onto LP, who has nowhere to go, nowhere to be, except back to the fountain with him. Now we're seeing if we can get Wei and Tanguin out. It's a double kill for the Ari as a Shadow does go down. Breed TP's in to try and make this play work. Invincible is a bystander in it all, and Breed wants this fight for himself. There will be Spirit Rushes available, so we should be able to get him. Perfectly honest, bad smite coming out from Shadow. Rare bad smite, I will say. Now he's going to try and make up for it with a Magnet Storm to try and bring everybody in. The Pop Blossom only knocks off one, and that is the Nico dead to rights. Not going to be able to get anything else out, though, for RNG. They know what's happening, so yeah, they're TPing bot with Nico. They're actually going to try and jump in here onto Wei, and he's getting taken down. They'll get a Rift Herald and an extra kill off the back of it, and this is RNG just being
just TP back down towards spot side. You know when IP are there is way, and you're just giving yourself an opening to be engaged on.
IP are the ones having the advantages kind of given to them by the side of RNG, and now the mid lane turret will be confirmed. Again, just slow rotations from RNG. You're not only getting the turret in mid lane, but you're also getting...
No, it's all looking incredibly rough. If they had an avenue to come through bot side, does I need a pause? Engage from Lola?
I mean, that's a very ambitious engage, especially with all the re-engage available to them. They will trade Brel for the Leona. The Pop Blossom comes down. The Paranoia to try and stop this Xayah from just putting down the feathers. It's a 2-for-1 at the moment. Breed trying to see if he can go all out onto Angel, but Photic has just been free hitting on the backside of this fight. We will see LP trying to do his best impression of it, though. Right now, the Nautilus has fallen. 2v4. These health bars are low. Photic trying to see if he can make this one work. The feathers will fly, and he should be able to confirm Tanguin as a kill. Ends up being a 3-for-2, or sorry, 3-for-2 in favor of on this top side. And yeah, I think that proc is going to be just enough there to kick down this turret. And Breed secures that for his team. And I mean, Invincible has got a lot of kills.
A chance. Already doing a lot to LP.
Ooh, LP's gonna walk straight into him, though. Angel, the perfect point in time just to make sure he gets that kill. Lele knows nowhere else to run either. And this could just be the Baron. You've lost your support and your AD carry.
End up coming in for an engage tool. So we're gonna see how this one goes. Way though.
Breed's burning.
Paranoia is there.
Breed's burning. Like Breed was burning so much there. Oh, the flash away means the all out puts him right into harm's way. He has the flash, but there's a Paranoia to try and stop them from moving in on top of their top laner. This is all falling apart here for RNG. Wei can't get into the pit, and he's get caught out. Pop Blossom onto 3. It's good, but is it good enough? It's a 1-for-1 trade after everything is said and done, and Zhou with another fantastic hook. Shadow canters over the wall and says, hello, Nico. You will not be getting away with this one here. Photic trying to just be a little bit to the side there. They're going to burn him down with some Sunfire Cape damage. But again, Tangyuan doesn't really have a place to go, and maybe Zhuo will be the one to finish it all off. No, never mind. He gets absolutely yeeted out of that one.
I don't know why that animation, Breathe just burning down. Weighed the paranoia up this whole time, but you can see not having a great way of utilizing it. And
we're going back in. The equalizer is... Yeah, that's a huge shutdown there onto the Ahri. RNG not willing to let this one go without a fight. They get 2 kills. It's a jungler in the mid laner, and most importantly, it's the 8-1-6 Ahri.
You win a massive team fight. Your members are huge. How did they end up going down? That's the replay. Makes a little bit more sense, especially Photix. You have some DPS kind of in the vicinity.
Lila is probably dead here. Yep, they're going to make sure he can't get the blast cone. Doesn't have a flash. No way out. Beat his ass. Just the tank's beating his ass. That's all it is. And then they'll give it over to Angel, auto-attack him down and get the kill. Now they're going to try and dive onto bot side. They only used the one... Actually, they didn't even use any ultimates, I will say. And now Breed finds himself caught between a rock and a hard place. Does have a teleport, but there's plenty of CC here. While this is all happening, mid lane's being pushed in, so they will get 2 kills in trade. But what else can NIP do? Now RNG try to push in towards this mid lane. Angel is putting on threat here, but I don't think he's going to be able to stop this push right now. And there's the paranoia to try and come in and make this one work. There's the Spirit Rush out for a paranoia, but
outplaying them on the map right now. Kind of NIP outplaying themselves if you think about it, right? Committing so heavily towards that bot side. At least it ends up being 2 for NIP as well, but in a situation where RNG feeling confident because they're on soul point, lean towards that Baron.
Oh,
nice engage.
It's a great equalizer right on top of everybody, so they can't go for a Breeze. He's getting engaged upon. That's for his teleport, potentially. We will see Shadow getting dragged back, but he's got a stopwatch. Will be feared after the fact that he doesn't have the tenacity to keep himself alive. It's a trade back of a mid laner for a jungler.
Jwal hit the hook, but it looked like he was already locked out. I don't know, maybe it was a charm or something holding him in place, or it was just the equalizer. You know, we'll...
If you do not secure this fire, this Baron here as a side of RNG, your waves are in such a terrible state. Tanguin, they're sniffing you out. They know roughly where you are. He's going to try and maybe look for it, but Lille has already gone down. The paranoia comes in. Oh, no, he didn't get over the wall. He couldn't get over the wall. He was charmed as Angel is the savior of NIP. RNG thought they had themselves the optimal fight, but they just couldn't make the landing stick. Rise, you didn't cross your T's. And now the dragon was secure, but I don't think they have any idea. They've no idea. This is a straight-up daylight damage. They don't really have anyone to really kind of tank this one up. Finally, Bree gets in here. Angel trying to look for it. There's the equalizer down! And it will be secured by LP. They will lose way. Lele will flash over the wall to make sure he gets out.
NIP getting outplayed in that situation. It's not even on their mind, but at least finding an inhibitor turret here. I thought maybe they'd be more willing to just invest for the full-on inhibitor. Okay, they are going to do it. When Juan Invincible started to back off, I was scared because that...
Here we go, trying to see if RNG can survive. This is your year. This is everything. You need to hold the line. You got Baron, but you're the ones...
We have Zanya's coming on through. We have a stopwatch on the Rumble.
They're trying to jump on the Shadow here. He will crash down over and get jumped on after the fact, so he's just going to be sacrificed out. It means very little right now. There's no dragon, there's no Baron, there's no objective to take. But oh, Lele, what are you doing? Why would you walk in like that? And that means you're back to a 4v4. They're happy to let this one go. They're happy to let the scaling come in as a TP comes in. And oh, this is a spicy one here from RNG, just making sure they get this guaranteed turret. So great trade.
RNG just keep finding ways to minimize this gold lead. I think at one point we almost got up to 5k for not expect that damage to take down Breeze right away. I don't think Breeze expected that damage to absolutely incinerate him. Now you don't even have a paranoia's way. You have flash, you can look for a splash mine. He does it!
Screw your scripts. Screw your advantages. Way backs himself. He gets revenge on Shadow by getting the Baron steal, but these death timers are... Oh, they'll get 2 inhibitors at minimum. You can see there, LP with no summoners has to play so defensively. That's going to be 2 inhibs down now. Again, with Baron, it's going to be Angel looking for something. The equalizer doesn't really hit onto anybody, but they got Lila. That's going to be a 3v5, but the Pop Blossom is good. That's the 2 tanks down now. You can see Photic trying to see if he can go in on top of this one here, but Breed goes a little bit too far forward. Tanguin goes golden. It's all on LP. He has to be the carry. 1v3. Can he do it? He's got the health bar. He's got the damage. The paranoia is good. It's going to be a jump straight in. They've separated the targets because they know they can kill them off. And somehow, some way, RNG are still alive!
And I don't know how RNG hold.
Abyssal masks coming out here for NIP. One on Joe, one on Shadow. So it is a great defense from RNG. It is great to see them kind of bring this game. The last 5v5. Are RNG keeping themselves alive, or will NIP be moving on? Here we go. They're going to try and jump in. The dragon is secured by the side of NIP. Stolen away. They've killed off Lilith, and Wei is in the back of the pit. He doesn't have flash, and he has no way home. Double kill coming in here now for Photic.
What is this?
We're looking at Tanyuan. We're looking for LP. Angel jumping over, trying to find if he can see it. Catch LP out, who cleanses, tries to keep the CC off him. He goes into GA. The Pop Blossom only lands on one of the tanks. They both go golden. They're using as much of the time delay as they possibly can as LP stays alive and is putting in some serious work on the Photic. Breathe on the side of this one here. They're looking for an end. Oh, LP! He catches some on the tank. And Bree's still going! They've been able to take out the carries, but the minions are being taken out because Invincible is ending the game! Invincible is done with this! NIP will be progressing! RNG was valiant, but it was not enough!
What an insane way for the game to end. Honestly, to me, when the smite went through for Shadow, it looked like RNG gave up. It literally looked like RNG gave up. I'm like, why? Okay, Dragon's gone, but why are we not running forward? Why are we at least not like trying to flip this into a fight? Then Breathe trying to bring some heroics. We see the same thing coming from LP where...